Hello everyone, today we'll talk about place value. Place value is talking about numbers. Okay. Today's schoolwork is chapter pre-test. You can see it in your online assignment. If you cannot do the online assignment, you can always download it as a PDF and solve it on a paper. Okay? Now, as you can see here, I have 100 chart. Okay, on this 100 chart I can see that it start with number 1 and it finish with number 100. You see, it start with number 1 and it finish with number 100, and between the numbers you can see the number starting from 1, it getting bigger, it getting more, starting from 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so the numbers is getting bigger. And on this side I can see that all numbers having 0 on the right side. They are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Okay, here your number is getting one more. You are moving one more step every time. Now, let's see the 10. Who is 10? 10 is the queen of the number. Why I call it queen of the number? Say hi for Mr. Monkey. Why Mr. Monkey likes 10? Because 10 can always help me to add. It make addition very easy for me. As we said, when you can read the number as 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, it's easy to deal with them. Okay, what does that mean? If I have like this example, 9 plus 2, okay, I want to add 9 plus 2. 9, it's very close to the 10. It need only 1 to become a 10. So if you have this 2, if you can see this 2, it can be 1 and 1. So the 9 will take 1 from this 2 and become a 10. Okay, it will be happy now, it's 10. Now you can add the 1 with a 10, the answer will be 11. Okay, so it's always easy to add when you have 10. That's why 10 is the queen of the number. All the numbers want to become a 10. Now how I can make 10? 10 needs 10 ones, 10 small ones like your fingers. How many fingers do you have? How many fingers do you have? You have 10 fingers. If you put them together here inside a group, you see I'm putting them inside a group. What the mean of group? I mean, it's like circle. You put them inside something together. You put them inside something together, you call it a group. So together they will make 1 10, like your fingers in your hands, 2 hands together. They are how many? 10 fingers. Okay, so they are 1 10. Okay, so I can draw it in another way. I can put them together to make 1 10. You can draw it as a line. So this is 1 10. If I draw it like blocks here, no need to count them. And you need to count them 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, you will not count them. You know that they are 1, 10. Okay, now this 10, it has many brother and sister. Okay, many brothers and sisters. What we call them? Tens. They are 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Look at them carefully. What can you see? What can you see? Look. You can see all of them having what? Having 0. Excellent. They have 0 here. Okay? So when I will spell the word 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, at the end, what I will put? Y. 20, 30. So inside this Y, I can put the 0 to remember that the end of this word is Y. It's not like here 30, 13. Okay? It's not 13. 13, it's end with teen. Okay, but this one end with what? End with Y. So remember, it's 30, 40. Remember always to put 0 in the Y. Okay? So to have 20 or 30, sorry, let's go back again. To have a 20 or 30, how many tens I need to have a 20 or 30? To have a 20, I will need 2 tens. To have 30, I will need 3 tens. Okay? Let's see that on our virtual manipulative. Here you can see in your website, always at the left there is virtual, you can see it, virtual manipulative. You see it? Click on it. You can see here place value. You see, if you move down, you can see place value. Base 10 blocks or base 10 models. Okay. You can use it to do the place value. On your left side here you see this small arrow. And here you have tens and ones. You can take it from here. Be careful to take tens with S. Okay, tens, ones and tens. And please from down change this one to nothing. Don't put anything here. Okay, it's very important. You don't put anything here. Now let's start. We are talking about what? Tens. So again, from here down, if it doesn't appear to you, you can press always on this one and it will appear. Here I will take 110, drag it, hold it, drag, and put it inside the tens. So you can take this 10 and put it here inside this one. Now look carefully how many tens I have. 2 tens, 2 tens, 2 groups of 10. You see? Now if I say 2 tens, I can write from here. I will use the pen. Just 1 minute. As you can see, I put 2 tens. And I have nothing in the ones. Okay, now you can write it here. 2 tens, two tens. 10, you know, it having how many zero? 1 0. So if I remove the word tens, I can say as a number it's 20. Okay? But when I put the word two tens, that means they are what? Group of tens. Like here, 110 here, 110 here. What is my number? 20. Okay, 20. You can put it, you remember to put the 0 inside the y. Again, you can always erase from this trash. Okay, are you sure you want to reset? Yes. Again, go up. As I said, choose tens. Okay, and here please remove everything here. I will put more groups of tens. 110, 2 tens, 3 tens, 4 tens. Now what is my number? What is it? 4 tens. 4 groups of tens. What is it? 4 tens. You see, when I'm putting the word tens, I don't put any zeros. Okay, remember 10 mean 1 0. If I remove it and I write it as a number, I'll write 40. Remember to put 0 in the y. 40. It's not 14. Okay, it's not 14. Now you understand how to write it? It's 4 groups of tens. Last example, if you will do, for example, 60. Can you do it by yourself? Please open your online manipulative and try by yourself. Choose from here tens. You see it? Tens. And please remove this one. Then go down from this arrow. If I want number 60. 6. You see? 60. Huh? How many groups of tens I need? How many? Yes, 6. So let's try to do it. 1 10, 2 tens, 3 tens, 4 tens, 5 tens, 6 tens. You understand? So they are, from here you have pen to write. You have 6 tens. That means they are 60. Okay, is it clear? Now let's go back again. Now 10, if I have 110 and I add one more ones, they will be, we say 10 is the queen of the number, so it lives in a palace, on a castle. Okay, if it has one more ones, it will be what number? 11. Why it need 11 and 12? They are very close to the 10, so it call them 11 and 12. They are special names, okay, for 11 and 12. So if I have 10 and one more, what I will call it? 11. If I have 10 and two more, I call it 12. 10 and 3 more, I will call it 13. 13. You see, it will give them this 10 because they are the soldier of the 10. They will protect the 10. Okay, so it gives them special names. 11 and 12, they are very close to the 10. I tell them 11 and 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, you can see it putting teen because she is the queen. Okay, teen, and she is the queen. You see, it add one more. 10 and one more make 11. You can see 10 and what? 2 more make 12. Now let's try this one. 10 and how many make 16? How many? 6. So it needs 1 10 and 6 ones to make 16. Okay, now let's move to the place value, where the number can sit on their places. This is the place value for the ones. Land. Who will live here? Ones, tens, and hundreds. Ones, they are very small baby. They live in a small house. We call them ones. Okay? Now, tens and her brother and sister, you saw them now before, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. All of them live in a castle. And finally, you have hundreds. And as you can see, hundreds are fat. Okay? Hundreds are fat. Again, ones are small, tens are tall. When you present them, you draw them like a line. So you say about them, tens are tall, hundreds are fat. Now, I will try to open the manipulative again to represent numbers in place value. So try to open it again. Again, I'll choose tens, okay. Down, change it to nothing. Don't put anything here. Move down. Now let's present number like we will gonna play with it. 34. 30. You see what I'm saying? 30. 30. So it's 10, 20, 30. Okay, 4. So what you will use now, the ones, you see it? It's down here. Take 34. I said what? 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if I'm gonna write the number using the pen, I will say 34. How many tens did I use? 3. How many ones? 4. Okay, you can represent another number like for example, again, every time you move it, take from here, take tens. I will use number like 71. Okay, how many tens I need? 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. You see, I'm counting by tens. 71. Okay, we say remove this one, please. 71. So what is my number? 7 tens and 1 ones. 71. Okay, now move to your online assignment. Let's try to do it. Your online, it's on chapter 11.